they all go to it. Everybody and their freaking mother is there. And I'm like, oh, hold up. Like, what happened to, like, these, like, small gatherings where people could, like, this is, like, every time. You know what I mean? Recently, there's been this trend of, like, everyone, like, giving these freaking, like, these gifts. You know these boys. Okay, you know these freaking gifts, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Yo, I was actually talking to someone about the other. I have a lot of freaking opinions about this thing, right? Okay. I saw, like, there's this trend of people, like, giving gifts out to people, right? Like they'll either deliver it to them, like ship it, USPS, whatever, or they'll drive. Usually they drive and they go. And they don't just hand it to 2-3 people. They hand it to everybody. Now, let me just say, some people do this very genuinely, and like so much respect and praise to those people that you know maybe started this and did it like that and did it for people out of genuine care and love. But dude, it's gotten to a point where I'm like everybody started doing it, and I know to some extent they know when they send gifts, everybody's gonna post it on their story.
I hate Instagram. I hate social media.
Yeah.
Like, legit. And I'm telling you, like, the people that started this, like, you know, for what it's worth, like, I'm not out here, negatively talking about anybody because, like, people do this genuinely, right? If you do that, you know who you are. But I think, like, the people that do it genuinely probably don't have to post it on social media.
They don't.
Right?
They don't.
And the thing for me is, like, I have never gotten anybody a gift, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, it makes you think, like, damn, is this, like, a construct of friendship that you gotta buy people gifts and stuff? Like, what I do is, like, you know, like, I'll pay for your food one day, you know, like, I'll give you a ride here, you know? Like, it's not, like, mentioned, you know? It's not, like, it's not, like, something you have to reciprocate.
Yeah.
Like, for...
Yo, so okay. So this gift giving thing, you know, like the whole like 5 languages of love, like things like that. You ever heard of that?
I don't know nothing.
Okay, there's this book called like 5 Love Languages, and now it's become like a part of like, I would say like mainstream, you know, like just common. It's like, people talk about it a lot.
It's like the 16 personalities thing. Like, it's not like hard science, but people just
but it's mainstream now. It's mainstream.
Yeah.
So people talk about it, and one of the languages is of love is gift giving, and I acknowledge that like some people, like for some people that's a necessary part of a friendship and a relationship with their significant other or a relationship with anyone is gift giving. But I think more so like I think that was like a girl thing, like to like I'm not saying gifts is a girl thing, but like just a certain way of like giving gifts. I don't know. You guys got to just get what I'm talking about. But there's just a certain way of giving gifts that's like a girl thing. But, bro, let me tell you, it's seeped in. It has seeped into the other freaking side. And dudes be giving gifts like freaking girls give gifts.
I don't know what. I've never seen that.
Dude, man.
Really confused.
Dude, listen, man.
Maybe because, like, I'm just not, like... I maybe you've seen it on your Instagram stories or whatever. I don't know those people, right?
Man.
But like,
I seen freaking. You know when this whole. We're all familiar with this trend that happened recently with like people giving out gifts.
I think I died down. I'm not
it did die down, but it happened a lot during like Ramadan.
Like Eid time, which is good.
Which is really good.
I'm not knocking the Eid gifts. I'm not knocking the Ramadan gifts because that's kind of like it's like a tenet of Islam, you know? To be giving and cordial and all that type of stuff, but like. It's like random out of the blue.
Absolutely.
Like
there's just some things that.
watch New Girl?
No. What about it though?
Okay, so there's this in the show. There's 2 types of characters. There's like the dude. There's like one of the dudes. His name is Nick, and he's like a rough, doesn't care about the world bartender who does whatever the hell he wants, and he's kind of lost. He hates technology, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Ideal man for our shit. And then there's the other guy. His name's Schmidt.
Is that a freaking insult?
He's Jewish, and he's basically like he used to be really like fat, but then he got his act together, became super fit, and he's like super like controlling of himself, and he does a lot of things, but he's very like feminine. Like it shows, like he has different shoes for different occasions, and he dresses very nicely. So the main point of one of the episodes.
I think the word you're looking for is metrosexual, not feminine.
Well, I think they're almost interchange. Like they're similar in a sense.
I mean, because like I consider metrosexual is just like a dude that like the average like European dude that like dresses well, nice hair, nice shoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, so the episode is hilarious because what happens is Schmidt. They all live together, right? They're like bachelors living together in the same apartment. So Schmidt one day comes back from work and throws Nick a cookie. And he's like, well, why did you give me this? He's like, I don't know, man. I just randomly thought about you and decided to give you a cookie.
Yeah.
So the entire episode plotline is Nick trying to process why the hell did you think about me and buying me a cookie.
Yeah, yo, like that's, dude. High key. Okay, so that's like kind of like a girl thing to do. And like to some extent, it's not like bad for guys to do it. And maybe this is like toxic masculinity or whatever for us to be bashing this. But guys have started doing this recently, where they're like, oh, like I just like thought about you, so I like picked up like a piece of cake, and when they give it, like sometimes like I'll be on the receiving end, and I'm like, I'm really happy you gave me this gift. But we need to talk real quick. We need to talk.
I need to scan your masculinity, and if you fail if you fail the test, you know, like you're out of my life. Take your gift with you, homie.
Yo, one time I got a gift from somebody, or no, I like saw, I got a gift from somebody. No, okay, I want to like make it not clear at all as to who this is, but like one time like there were, you know, some gifts being given, and this one dude was like. You know the thing that girls do when they like give like a little box of gifts and they write the person's name in cursive? Bro, he was writing people's names in cursive. Now let me tell you something. That's a no-go. You crossed the line there.
Dude, actually, I digress. I have given somebody a gift.
Did you write their name in cursive?
No. And but I did have, you know, because I thought about them at the store, basically, right? I'll say who it is. My boy Danish, right? He's a huge Atlanta Hawks fan, and I was at a thrift store, just like looking at random stuff. Like I like clunky old things, right? Yeah. And I was paying at the counter, and they happened to have like this little jar of like you know, like the button pins or whatever. Yeah. You can put on your backpack. I was like, Atlanta Hawks button pin, and I was like, what the hell? Like I don't know. It was 50 cents, right? Like or something like that. I was like, yo, I got you this, right? Mm-hmm. Like I didn't like put it in a box. I didn't write cursive on it. I was like, yo, this is something that I think you would like, you know, because like, if it was a Knicks pin, I would have got it for myself, you know. So I know he's a huge Hawks fan. I got it for him. I just kind of, you know, handed it to him. That was that. I didn't post it. I didn't do nothing like that, you know. Like, the whole, like, I think that I guess it depends on how much effort goes into it, right? Because that was like a no effort thing for me. It was a very basic, like, didn't cost me any money, you know, it didn't do anything for me. But like when it's like really elaborate, like it's like, I don't think it's necessarily wrong to give gifts. I think that you're offended as a friend because your friendship does not revolve around material things. Yes. I was like, bro, what the hell? Like, I mean, I thought we were closer than this, right? You don't have to give me a gift to prove your friendship, right? So, in that case, like, I get what you're saying, but again, I'm not in school, you know, so I haven't seen this.
I was thinking in a different sense. I think there's something good that's come out of all of this, which is that people are more generous now. But listen,
which is good.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, and I admittedly am saying up here that, you know, perhaps the things I'm saying is out of toxic masculinity or whatever. But one thing I'll freaking hold firm on is if you're gonna give a gift, you know, if you're gonna give a gift from a guy to a guy, first of all, don't write their name in cursive. Second of all, don't get a box of chocolates and say I was thinking about you.
Hey like man, that. I was just I was thinking about you, bro. Yo, my guy, dude, I was totally thinking about you, bro.
Like the what was it, the Atlanta Hawks?
Yeah.
That hat makes sense, right? Because it's like, I saw this, or a pin. Yeah. It's like, I saw this. This is like, and immediately you think about them. It wasn't like, it's not like.
Yeah, how the hell
I was thinking.
Chocolate reminded you of our shit?
It was like no, but it was because then at that point you're like, I was thinking about you and like my relationship with you and my friendship with you, so I thought it'd be good to give you a gift. We leave that to the women. We leave that to the girls.
And I get, you know, like this is like, man, this is a really controversial conversation.
What, this whole thing so far?
No, not that. But what I was thinking about segueing into, I just think like maybe it is toxic masculinity, and I'll put it out there, you know, as like. I've always been kind of like not to compensate for a fragile masculinity, but I've kind of always been like the dude, you know, like I've just been like that. My personality is just that way, you know, like very outspoken, loud, you know, rowdy, right? So like these small things are hard to process, especially when like if we all have the same personality, right? It's, you know, why we know each other, right? And why we get along. Then it would make sense that like your closest 5 friends or whatever are also like you. And for a dude like me to give a dude like you a gift, it's just like, bro, what? Like, are you, yo, like, take a drug test, bro. Like, what are you on, man? Like, but yeah, I think like this whole, I will say that at my time here at Rutgers, right, like, which I'm kind of glad that like my senior year I like completely disappeared and didn't talk to anybody, is because a lot of people were just weird. Like, some people were just like,